Now, the next game is a game by Takashi Sawada. It's coming from Guff Studios, so shout out to the Australian publisher. And this game, Floating Floors, is currently on Kickstarter. So we only have a prototype copy, so of course anything that we show in terms of B-roll on the screen is all subject to change given what happens on the Kickstarter. And I believe there's already some design changes in terms of the aesthetics. But what this game is at its heart is a dexterity game. And you are going to be playing as these separate ninjas trying to go around and collect some bansen, which are these little tokens that are going to exist around the outside of a very treacherous indeed path of 3x3 kind of grid of the tiles or cards that you're trying to navigate to get from basically one end to the other usually. And to get across, you are only allowed to step on floorboards of your color. And so you're going to be building these platforms along the way. So you're going to be using these little bricks that you're going to be collecting. And then you're going to be building out these different levels of floorboards and trying to work your way across without falling. And that is the key to this game, is that you are going to be moving all around this board, but the floorboards are very precarious.
Extremely precarious. Because also sometimes the foundation of it is you can't put them in the right places to get good solid balance.
For example, there is one tile where you're placing a floorboard on top and it only has space for putting bricks in the center. So all the top floorboard is only being supported by the center. And so if you have to go around the outside of that, you're in big trouble. And you're going to have to, well, there's a few ways that you can work this strategy. You can balance out the weight of your ninja with other little bricks. Which will help. Also, when you have to step on an area that is not in your player color, you can actually put those bricks there and step on top of it, which helps you get through the puzzle, but then makes it even more precarious because your ninja is on top of a brick, on top of a very precarious floorboard. So when you're all moving around each other, this makes for quite the dexterity challenge.
Absolutely, yeah.
I was terrible at this game. Well, I think you won every game that we've played so far.
Yeah, really, because I tend to, my hands tend to shake when I go and do something like fine motor kind of skills kick in, but they shake.
And we're all teasing Maggie
because
they're
like, you got a shaky hand. And then I was like, with my shaky hand, I still was able to do everything. It's like,
still won. Yeah. And when you actually make a floorboard crash to the ground and the pieces go everywhere, it's the person in the next turn order that gets to put it back together for you, which is really funny because then they, of course, try to make it as difficult for you as possible by putting you just balanced so that you're just about to fall. And then, of course, I would fall again. So so Floating Floors is a very simple. You can change the level of difficulty, and what it does is it changes the foundations to make them trickier in terms of placing those floorboards on top. It also means that the bansen or the tiles that you're trying to collect around the outside, you have to collect them in a number order instead of just whichever order you like, which means you might have to go backwards and forwards across the map.
In a less than ideal path.
In a less than ideal path. But if you enjoy dexterity games, it is very simple and it's very pure in its execution of being a dexterity game. And it's a lot of fun. I imagine the whole family would enjoy this one. So having kids, children, it's a very family weight game. It's also just, there's a lot of laughter around things falling.
I like that for a dexterity game, it's not too messy. You know how a lot of times if there's flicking and throwing and things, it's like things can end up everywhere. Like this is actually a very contained game, so it's good for, because you still have that dexterity element and there's still the and the laugh, but it's not going to go everywhere. It's not going to cause chaos, which I appreciate.
So if you enjoy dexterity games and the theme, go and check out Floating Floors, which is still on Kickstarter now. This review was just a short little snippet from our series Small Talk, which is on our YouTube channel, ThinkerThemer, which you can find at thinkerthemer.com or just look it up on YouTube, where we do lots of board game reviews and we look at our top 10 crowd-funded Kickstarter campaigns every fortnight. So check that out if you enjoyed this review, and we look forward to seeing you over at our channel. Bye for now.
Bye.